Hello, everyone. I think, trying to think, wait a couple more minutes maybe and have people join us. Miranda's trying to get home, but she got stuck um at a train.
She got stuck in a train or behind a
At
train?
like a
Oh,
train crossing.
I thought she said in a train. I was like, where'd she
At a
taking a
train
train from?
crossing. Oh my gosh. Let's see. You guys see my son's graduation stuff still up. Eventually, this mama will take things down.
Never. He'll be 50 years old and still your baby.
All right. All right. I think I'll give it a couple. Is it 30? I'm trying to think. Like my phone is just okay. Well, let's just get things going. We think it's going to be a short meeting, but we'll see. We'll give people an opportunity to give input. Again, welcome to the Pima County Reentry Coalition. We are just a coalition of folks who are reentry minded or who are reentry practitioners who meet on a monthly basis to share resources and just to keep everybody in what the latest and the greatest is, or who has the latest grant that we need to make sure that it's met, they meet their goals and that we get everything the most out of it, right? So additionally, we're made out of a hub and Doyle, Miranda, um, I think Jennifer Ekstrom, my dog wants to say that he's part of it too. Mario, can you take him out of here, please? And so we're made out in lieu of executive board. We have just a number of people who come together and try to make it happen. As of recent, Miranda and Melissa have been collaborating on the agendas. So we are thankful for that. I'm just gonna start really quick, and I know Judge is on, and I'm just gonna talk about Second Chance Tucson. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, wait, I took my camera off. Let me see. Oh, no, I have it. I have my Second Chance Tucson polo on, Judge, did you notice? Um, so we're having the Second Chance Tucson orientation. So far, we've had one at the state prison. And we had one at East Side Probation. Those are closed, so we don't advertise those. Those we would just work with internal folks to make sure that whoever they're servicing can get there, whoever's on probation, whoever's still in prison, all that good stuff. Additionally, we just had a really good opportunity to meet with like about 15 people, I think, today. I can't remember what the count is. um like 15 people at Eastside Probation and just kind of get them prepared for the job fair. In your email, you'll find the public orientations, and we've partnered with Goodwill for the first time this year, where we're going to have the Flowing Wells, the Valencia, and the Lakeside sites. Um, so that we're going to have those three, and then we're going to do the East Woods Library. So we've had a good turnout at that particular location. They have a nice site. So we're just always trying to expand the opportunities that we give individuals to become prepared. The other thing is we work with community partners like Marjava over at the One Stop. Again, everybody I've mentioned, and then people in prison and the federal halfway house to ensure that if folks are doing the workshop, the orientation, and then additional workshops, that they're afforded the opportunity to get a $25 gift card from Goodwill, a gift certificate from Goodwill, so that they can, one, get clothes, for for an interview, or if they just need work clothes or whatnot. Just a good little handout, not a handout, but a hand, what is it called? I can't think of it. An opportunity just to give a hand up to somebody who may need something, just to get them over that hump of being employable or being employed, whatever that looks like for them. We're also working on getting haircuts, vouchers, so that's another thing that we do. Okay, so Judge, did you want to add anything? He's like nodding. No, you're muted, Judge, and you're eating, so you probably don't even want to talk.
No, it's our biggest event, so we hope people will, there's still time to reach out to employers that you think would be interested. So I'd really encourage that, and the flyers are available that you can be sending out to your clients and everything. So we have flyers for what, Miranda? We have flyers for the job fair itself. So like for job applicants, and we have another flyer for the employers too, I think, don't we?
Yes, there's there should be 3 that I had sent you.
Right.
I can attach it to, for anybody who needs it, I can put it in the chat. There's the resource employers link, and then there is the one for the orientations that has all the lists on there, and then the big job fair August 7th one. So that's the 3.
Yeah.
Did I have
So,
to stand up? I
Yep,
think you
Doyle.
did.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just real quick. We have a young lady that comes out to us every third Thursday that provides ID vouchers and birth certificate vouchers. Would that be of
wow,
interest?
yeah,
So Doyle, you sent us that thing and we've added it to our orientation folders. The handout that you provided us,
Yes.
so that we can direct folks to those locations, as well as, I guess, Primavera, the One Stop, and the Trinity Church on Fourth Avenue Health. Those have been staples in the community. So we definitely have added that flyer to
But
the group.
would you want to reach out to her and see if she could actually come to the event?
yeah.
Oh,
Actually hand out stuff at the event?
yeah, that would be great.
Araceli wouldn't care, but Lisa would be thrilled. So,
Yeah, no, I do care, Judge. So silly. Um, and at this point, we have 10 employers and like 20 some odd resources signed up. So we're working. This is pretty typical. I was trying at the first couple of meetings, like after we started doing outreach, I was a little stressed thinking, oh no, we're a little bit behind. No, I just kind of tracked what we did last year, and we're pretty much online. We're tracking just fine. And so usually the last part of June, all of July will be a big thing. And then we do individual reaching out to the actual employer. So our committee gets a list and they reach out to those folks on their list. Hi, Valerie.
Hey there. I just wanted to remind you all that we will be there, vote writers, helping folks get their IDs, birth certificates, and social security cards.
Yep. Yep. So
Is that-
Marhaba shared that.
is that different than who Doyle was talking about, or are you the same?
No, I
It's
believe
different.
we are a different
So
organization.
different. Well,
Yeah.
the more the merrier on that topic, for sure.
Yep. Absolutely.
Is that
Yeah.
Valerie?
That is Valerie.
Okay, Valerie, we were just talking about you. Actually, Georgia here with the Arizona Coalition for Change was speaking about how they work with you. So wonderful. It's great to hear that you'll be.
Okay, well, I'll let you take over, Miranda. I just wanted to give that update. Let's see, someone said I have someone that maybe will be willing to do haircuts. I'll reach out to you, Desiree.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay,
Hi,
thank
Sally,
you.
I had a quick question. Have you guys thought about having people do manicures? Because I have a friend who's at JTED, and I had asked her, would you volunteer to, maybe do somebody's nails? And I think, that's kind of like a little piece of self-care that maybe sometimes gets overlooked. Would it be possible? If not, I'm just throwing out an idea out there.
Yeah, so we just had a meeting this week. We'll be meeting again in 2 weeks. We can definitely have a conversation with her prior to that next meeting. And though usually what it is that we get a voucher and we give it to folks who have taken steps to prepare for the job fair. By attending an orientation and at least another workforce development class, or, and they can show that the resume is ready to roll. And if she's willing to give us vouchers, we'd be willing to make that happen.
Could,
We don't do anything on site. It's all like
Okay.
to prepare folks for the job fair.
Gotcha. Okay, then maybe my brain's going to like a fresh start thing where they have like the haircuts and stuff. And
Yeah, I
correct
know.
them. That's great. That's cool. Thank you.
Of course. And I see, Will, look at Will. Hello.
Oh,
Thanks. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss a question. All right. Well, I'm going to mute myself. I'll let Miranda and Start take over.
alrighty. Sorry guys, I just got out of prison, so I'm kind of catching up here. Let's see. We have a couple things on the agenda. Do we have anybody here with Fresh Start that could speak to anything that's going on by any chance? If not, that's okay. We could just keep on moving forward. Is Chaplain Jefferson here by any chance? I'll keep going. Is anyone here from the Hustle House to talk about the Liberation series? And what's going on there? Or I know I saw Georgia with Arizona Coalition for Change. And if you are here, that would be amazing if someone could present.
Hi, Miranda. Good to see you.
Hello, Georgia. Thank you so much for making it today. I appreciate you. I needed a speaker. Thank you so much.
Well, gosh, well, I'll do my best. Thank you, everyone, for having us join you today. This is such a wonderful effort here at the Reentry Coalition, and so we're just happy to have the invitation to come and join you today, and hopefully partner with you on not only this job fair that's coming up in the future, but also all the other efforts that you're working on here in Pima County and in the Tucson region. We're Arizona Coalition for Change. We are a dynamic organization that speaks to community needs. And part of our work is to transform the community through building civic power, through leadership development, through community collaboration. And we do all of this through the power of work and organizing those who are in the community around issues that matter most to them. All of our work is focused on putting people first. And so every year we develop new programs to decide what is it that the needs are and how is it that we can help meet the moment and meet the need. So part of the work that we're here connecting on today is our Arizona Coalition for Change AZC4C CARES program. And so this is a newer venture that we have through our organization. We've been around for since 2018, but we are focused here in this space on actually helping people get connected to resources through like case management, more of like a connected case management model. One example of the work that we're doing right now is actually supporting some of the youth down at Job Corps who are currently displaced and looking for housing, looking for resources in the community. And so our team is actively down there right now helping to support them by signing them up for services with us, spending energy on the things that are the most important issues that they have, and seeing how we can get them connected to those resources in the community. We're pretty flexible in the areas that we're helping to connect families and students. Some of the work we're doing now is around helping people with housing instability and helping them to find more permanent places to live. We also support around food insecurity. We are also supporting them we have a number of folks who have immigration that they're working through. And so we do help support families that are having challenges at this time. And also our work around reentry here is helping with those who currently have convictions or felony convictions. And the work we're doing here is to help support them get back on their feet and get back into the community and help to be productive in our society. So this is why we're here. We like to bring resources. We like to bring support wherever we can and just meet folks on the ground that are doing great work that we can support. So hopefully through this time that we have together, we'll get the chance to get to know each other a lot better and see how we can continue to make Pima County a beautiful place. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Georgia, for sharing all that. Does anyone have any questions?
I do. So I'm trying to, so right now you're working with the Job Corps kids or young adults. Um, ex Give me an example of how you would work with somebody who's in the reentry realm.
We have a couple of initiatives. We do teach Know Your Rights seminars as well. And so part of our work is also helping people not only with just like restoration of rights, but also Know Your Rights work. We also are here to help them get connected with employment wherever possible. And so we are currently keeping a log of employers that are able to support those who are coming back into the community and need a second chance type opportunity to get employment. We also find that a lot of folks are still facing things like housing insecurity and food insecurity. And so we do have resources that are able to help them get housewares, small appliances, things that they may need for their homes in order to have a comfortable living situation. And then, of course, those who are working sometimes are in support needing clothing or interview support. We're also working on providing some of that work. Some of my background has been in most of the same fields that we're talking about. So I've long worked with organizations like Goodwill of Central and Northern Arizona. I have long-standing work with the state of Arizona as a fidelity reviewer and behavior health work, and also have spent a lot of time working in voc rehab. And so we try to bring those types of collaborations to the table, figuring out what organizations and agencies can help to support whatever needs people have in those places.
Oh, that's wonderful. It's good to know that you guys are around. Will you, do we have a flyer for them, Miranda, or?
Miranda, did Dar have the chance to send you any flyers for us yesterday?
I haven't checked honestly, I wasn't checking my email until I just got back today. So I'm not sure, but if there is a flyer, I can be sure to send it and post it on all our socials and stuff.
Okay.
Ms. Harris, can
did
you
send
put
a
your
flyer.
contact information in the, hello, my name is Bear
Chat.
Barley and I'm Reentry Program Manager with Goodwill of Southern Arizona. I would like to speak with you. Can you put your contact information in the chat box so that I could reach out to you for a conversation, please?
Sure, no problem. I can add that, and Miranda, I'll make sure that you get at least one of our flyers that we can distribute to the group. But yeah, we're hands-on. Like I said, we're hands-on and connective. So whatever their identified need is, we're just here to make sure that they get to that resource and help be legs to help them do it. So any way that we can support, we're glad to help.
Just real quick, Miranda, this is Study Line with the Arizona Coalition for Change as well. I did send you the flyer, and I have sent one to Bear, and I did send an email to their office as well with the flyer attached.
So glad to
Thank
see you, Dar. And Dar's is in charge of making sure that the Pima County and also Pinal County is also served in this regard. So I will go ahead and add her email address to this chat. So if anyone needs to talk to her locally, she's glad to meet.
And I did get the email. Sorry. I do got your flyer.
No problem.
And no problem.
Thank you. I appreciate you giving us an idea of how you work with folks.
No problem. Thank you.
And also they will be there for our August 7th fair. So you'll get to meet her in person. So that'll be wonderful. Thank you, Georgia, so much. And thank you, Darila, for being here and for sharing all the work that you guys are doing. I think it's amazing. I'm excited to see where we can collaborate. Wonderful. So we'll just keep trucking along. I think Chaplain Jefferson is here. John Jay.
Yes, that's correct. I am here.
Wonderful. Chaplain Jefferson, can you share about the Rally for Reentry and, all we got cooking with that and kind of, where we're at and just kind of give some people, because there's a lot of people here that haven't been here for our previous meeting. So if you could kind of give a brief overview and just where we're at in the planning process and how things are going.
Oh, absolutely. So, yeah, welcome everybody and good to be here on the call. The Rally for Reentry, the first one we had was in Casa Grande. We had 60 representatives from organizations throughout the whole life cycle of reentry, and it was a very, I'd say, a big success, bringing the different parties together, having the exchange of information about reentry. Part of the theme of that one was the role of faith, asking the question, what is the role of faith and spirituality in reentry, which added a nice nuance to it. That'll be part of the conversation in this upcoming one, but we're going to have 3 panels. It's the event itself is Saturday Wednesday the 23rd from 10 to noon of July. And the format is to have an opening testimony from someone that has re-entered and has successfully made the transition from justice involvement to full participation in the community. And that's meant to be sort of an inspirational and kind of a fire starter for the rest of the sessions that follow. The 3 panels will be on reentry, restoration, and recovery. And those panels will have people with lived experience, professionals, as we just heard from, both from the public, private, nonprofit sectors as well. And there will also be people from faith communities represented in these panels to talk about how to address reentry from a holistic perspective. And part of the purpose for the whole thing is to bring the community together, learn about the different ways to address the challenges faced by people coming out of incarceration, returning citizens, and how to work together to kind of close the gaps in the safety net that exists because of lack of communication. It doesn't seem to be a problem of lack of resources, but getting those resources, getting access to those resources to the right people, and also consider families of the incarcerated and the impact on them, both during incarceration and after release. So right now, we have the panels about 75% filled, and that gives us the opportunity, if you know anyone who would fit into any of those 3 categories, to participate as panelists. But the other thing about the rally reentry is that everybody who attends is a participant. The idea is to have active participation. So we have 2 exercises following the panels, which are going to kind of be lightning round panels of 15 minutes each, 3 panels. The second hour is going to be, in a sense, a group activity. And we'll have explanations of how that will work in the literature that goes out, inviting you to the rally. And so we'd like to get as diverse an audience as possible and have everyone contribute collectively to the knowledge base and network to continue the work. So that's pretty much where we are right now. We could use volunteers for day of event primarily, and a couple of people to help with some of the tasks that need to be accomplished leading up to the rally. But other than that, if there's any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Or Miranda, if you have anything to add.
What was the date again?
July 23rd. And it'll be at Pima Community College, downtown campus, Amethyst Room.
Just like where we had the Second Chance Forum, and Second Chance and Pima County Reentry Coalition, along with Farm Directory and Good News Global, are all the ones who are kind of coming together to put this on. It's our first Pima County Reentry Coalition event we're doing, so I'm super excited about it. So definitely would love to have you all there. If you go to secondchancetucson.org, on the main page, we have flyers of upcoming events. There is the Rally for Reentry there. It's on our social media. There's a link for panelists. If you would like to be one, you could fill that out. You know, we're a little ragtag team trying to put this together. There's a few of us, and as John said, we would love more people to help out. Yeah, you can reach out to us that way if you'd like to volunteer. There's a little link on that form if you don't want to be a panelist and you just want to help out.
What was the
and
time again?
At
It
10
was
a.m.
up. Oh, 10 a.m. Okay.
10
Thank
to
you.
12. Mhm. And I think the biggest piece of this for me personally is I know we've all been to these coalition meetings. I know we've all been to all of the, like, everyone speaks and talks about what's going on. We leave and nothing ever gets done. My goal, my plan, my hope, my dream is for one action item, something that is, you know, an issue in reentry that we all see. If there's a gap that we can fill somehow, I hope and pray that this, you know, out of this rally, we can fill a gap somewhere to help people. So I appreciate you all. Thank you. And thank you, Chaplain Jefferson. If anyone has any questions, you're welcome to email me or, you know, follow the links on all the stuff I just told you. So there's that. Thank you, Chaplain Jefferson. Let me see what else we got on the agenda. Oh, we've got there's, I don't know if y'all are familiar with it, but if you receive the email agenda, there's the Reentry Summit for Justice Involved Tribal members that's going on in Flagstaff at the NAU High Country Conference Center. They had it here in Tucson at the casino, and it was incredibly inspiring and very educational. I learned a lot. So there's that. You guys can register. There's a link for that. What else did we have here? I don't know if anyone from Hustle House is on who could maybe speak about the Liberation series. There's a flyer on that for the Second Chance website. You can see there's a few events coming up there. They extended. We had them present on one of our meetings a couple months ago, and so they help people who are entrepreneurs, justice impacted businesses who have been around for a little bit. They help you kind of coach you through building up your business and mentoring and all the other good stuff. So their flyer is on the Second Chance website, and they extended their deadline for accepting applications here in Tucson until July something, I believe. So if any of you justice impacted individuals who have a business, they don't have to be registered as an LLC or nonprofit, just someone who's, you know, already working and doing stuff and could use a hand up. And a big piece of why I like the Hustle House so much is because they use the marijuana tax money and they put it to good use for reentry. So I'm always, you know, trying to push that for people to take advantage of. And aside from that, let's see, who else do we have? Is there anyone else who has any updates while I go through the agenda to see if there's anything else we can share with y'all? I don't really want to keep chatting unless, you know, we could get off easy and early today. But if there's more people who would love to share, we definitely want to hear it.
I put in there that for anybody who was familiar with the Administer Justice program, which is, it was like legal aid. It was over at the Salvation Army. That program is closing the last day that we're gonna be doing that is like July, the second Saturday in July. After that, we're not sure if that program is gonna keep going or not. Some of the people involved in it are leaving. So just throwing that out there. Because I had already shared that information, like, I don't even know when, like maybe a year ago. But yeah, so it's gonna be going on hiatus, maybe permanently. We don't know.
I remember.
Melissa, is it because you have no attorneys?
So so the program is being facilitated through the Salvation Army, and the captain in charge of it has been transferred to Sierra Vista. So she's moving. And then the attorney who was doing it is also moving somewhere. So not only now no more attorney, but also no more location. And generally it's a program that's run through churches. The Salvation Army, you know, it's got its own church, and it's a religious based program. So they were trying to get it up and running. But right now, with the change in leadership, they're trying to figure out what they're gonna do.
Thank you for the update.
Sorry to hear that, Melissa. I remember when you had presented it and brought it up. That's just the breaks way. But thank you for sharing. I saw in the chat that Fred Nelson was, you got a podcast with ADCRR. You want to share about it? You want to tell us all about it? I'd love to hear it.
Hi, everybody. It's been a while since I've been in this meeting. For folks that I haven't met before, I'm the executive director of the Inside Out Network, and we're a Tucson-based nonprofit that connects to help people leaving incarceration, especially through departments of correction, all across the state here in Arizona and Oregon and some other places. And you know, we've had over the last 3.5 years about 12,000 people come through from Department of Corrections connecting with others. But until just in the last 4 or 5 months, there's been a barrier to access for many of them while they're still incarcerated. That has been changing as we've been rolling out inside prison libraries. They've set up special computer terminals for inmates to directly create their profiles and reach out and start sending and receiving messages with providers on the outside up to 11 months prior to their release. And it's just kind of exploding with that. So if folks are interested in connecting that way, all of this, the ways to reach me are all on that. That's the first thing. Second thing, we were approached by the Department of Corrections at the beginning of the year, or the very end of last year, to see if we would be willing to do a video podcast, maybe every 2, 3, 4 weeks, something like that. It's been approved. We've got a vodcast committee, right, to work with us from the department, but we produce it. And so we're doing some of the initial episodes on work and employment after prison. So we're looking for a whole range of folks that may be, we want this to be both informational and inspirational for folks. We're going to create this. It'll be uploaded to inmate computer tablets for the whole population to be able to see. And so we're going to be looking for guests. We'll do spotlights on community providers and things going on. So we are looking long term to try to find some folks who are interested in that and would love to hear from you. So if you just go to the chat, you can see my contact info. And if you'd like to follow up or ask any questions, I'd love to talk to you about that. Thanks for the opportunity.
Brad, do you guys have a flyer or something we could share?
No, we haven't made a flyer on that. We've just been doing some initial things, putting out some initial things to some folks we already knew to network. We've been networking with lots of folks in lots of places. So we started some of that unofficial things, but that's a great suggestion. I think that's something we'll follow up with. So when I have it, I'll circle back to Miranda and get that to you.
That would be great. I'd love to share it. I think that's really cool. It sounds very similar to Danny Howe and his Ask Me How. I don't know if you've heard. He's been doing these videos with Arizona at Work. And those are on, I believe in the library, getting on the tablets too. So this with that, I think could be so helpful. I was actually just in the prison today, and I was talking to a chaplain, and he had told me that you guys, you're not necessarily on the tablets yet, but you're on, ION is on the library computers.
Yep, that's what I was saying. That those library computers, it's called whitelisting a site. They block everything on the internet and they whitelist our site. And that way we've got like 230 some providers here in Arizona that then can reach out and initiate contact with folks ahead of time. And so people can do this directly without having to go through the correctional officer. And that's made that direct access, just a remarkable change in that the director, they're still able to monitor messages while people are incarcerated. That's appropriate to make sure it's not being misused, but people still have an expectation of privacy once they're released, and they can use our platform to do that. So yeah, it's an exciting time. The department's doing some, I have to say, for all the issues with Department of Corrections, with any Department of Corrections anywhere, There are always challenges, but they've been kind of forward thinking on some of these things to make that happen.
Yeah, Dr. Thornell has been doing so many cool things. Oh man, I was just going to ask you one more thing about.
While you think about it, Fred, make sure you check out the chat. People are blowing you up there, so you can make
Okay.
sure you make connections.
Oh, can I just say there was one more thing I did want to add about that. The bullseye of our target are obviously people preparing for reentry in the Department of Corrections. However, we're also going to upload this to YouTube channels because we know that there'll be a lot of practical information that we think friends and family members will want to also know about and see, right? But a lot of times it's hard to get that kind of info to folks, that kind of practical thing with spotlights on providers and different things happening, or for them to kind of understand how reentry is working. And so that'll be a secondary audience that we have in mind for that. Yeah, I'm going to be checking out the chat. So thank you for pointing me in that direction, Araceli.
Thank you, Fred, for sharing. And also Tom Cortez with their Fresh Start podcast. I know they always have a bunch of people coming on, so he might be a good connection for y'all and your podcast. Just throwing that out there. Thank you so much. And does anyone have any questions?
Looking at the chat.
No, good. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's keep moving forward then. What else is cooking up and coming on? There is the Career Plus with Gap Ministries. Career Plus training program will begin on June 23rd. It's an 8-week class. It's Gap Men. I'll put the link. It's in the agenda. I don't know if we have anybody here who could speak on it by any chance, but if not, that's all right. And I guess we'll just have open floor now because going through the agenda, I don't really got much more to share.
Well, I would like to give Will the floor. First of all, he's here, but he's had some amazing updates. You want to share, Will?
Sure, no pressure. Don't put me on the spot or nothing.
Hey, that's what you get for showing up.
No, I came by to see a lot of new faces, a lot of usual suspects. Good to see Judge Powell, Lyle, Anna, see Desiree somewhere around there, Caroline, a lot of other faces that I don't know. My name is Will Nieves. I'm the executive director to Gate Outreach Ministries. Gate Outreach Ministries is a faith-based transitional living. We have transitional house for individuals that come out from prison. We also have a church as part of our program in our home. We recently got a bigger space than the one that we had. So now we have space to host the Pima County Reentry Coalition. I talked to Araceli. If you guys want to do a personal meeting, we are right there. We could fit up to like 50 to 60 people. So it's available. It's on the area of 29th and Alvernon. Another thing that we do is we get furniture. Let me tell you something about furniture while I'm out here. This is the type of stuff that we get. All this king size bed, dining tables, entertainment centers, couches. So we get this stuff and we bless the community, people that is getting their apartments, people that don't have anything. All they gotta do is say, hey, do you have this? And if we have it, you could come by and get it. That's one of the things that is happening. Also, the partnership with the Department of Corrections has been awesome. Thankful for the new administration, Dr. Dornell, Chaplain Thomas Arbaugh, which if you guys didn't know, he just got promoted to Deputy Assistant Director. So he's doing bigger things now. Yeah, but he's still overseeing the volunteer for now. We're going inside the prisons. Currently, we are going to 3 units in Tucson. We're going to Santa Rita. We're going to Winchester, and we're going to Cimarron. We are already approved for the Douglas complex. I'm working into getting into the Iman complex as well as the women's prison. We have 6 volunteers approved. Looking for volunteers that are willing to come over, do some sort pay-based programming. People could connect with us if anybody's interested to go inside the prisons, talk, get involved with what we're doing. there's a lot of things happening. So if you have a heart for the returning citizens and residents, the way that are called right now, don't call them convicts, don't call them inmates. They are residents now. So there is a lot of opportunities and expansion and a lot of things happening in the community. So that's pretty much the updates that are happening on this end. I'm here at anyone's service or everyone's service. Good to see you too, Lyle. It's been a minute. I've been quiet, been taking care of business. Showed up right now when I actually have something to bring to the table. And if anybody wants to get involved, let's make it happen.
Well, will you be coming to the rally for reentry? Because I feel like you should.
We'll talk about it.
Fine, but you did
Hey,
invite.
look at Doyle. Doyle is there too.
You did invite us all over the Pima County Reentry Coalition for a meeting, so everyone heard it, and I definitely want to make sure we get that
We
going.
right there anytime. Shoot, I'm willing to receive you guys every month. I love you guys. I just been quiet doing my thing.
That's the way to go sometimes, you know. Some of us are loud and rowdy, and some of us are quiet and doing God's work. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you hopping on and sharing everything. It's been so nice to see you. I haven't seen you forever. Grateful to have you and share everything. Thank you. And Caroline, I thought you had your hand up.
I did, because we were going to open the floor, and I have been struggling with a guy that I tried to get into. He's looking for work. He's at a sober living, and he's on back pay, and he doesn't want to wait to get paid. He wants a job that's going to be a permanent. Because I got him to apply for GAP, the program at GAP, and I got him to apply for the Goodwill, their program. But everything's a process, and he's done with processes. He's been through process, and the pressure of the sober living. This poor guy's pretty down and out, and I was just looking to see if I can ask about any but that may know somebody that does quick hire.
Did you reach out to the AZ at work folks, like our usual, like the Danny Howe's and the Kenny's and
Yeah.
And
I don't know. How about with Todd at Linkages? Because they've been having some direct hire events. Do you get that listing from Todd?
Some places
Okay.
that you could refer these people. Number one, all landscaping companies hire pretty much on the spot. You got Brightview, AAA, Lawn Tamers. There's about 4 of them that hire you on the spot. The heat ain't nothing nice, but if you're looking for a job and you don't mind the heat, the landscaping companies, also the recycling company on Ajo and Palo Verde, Arvano area, they're always hiring in there too.
Palo Verde and Alvernon?
It's on Ajo between Dutch and Alvernon.
Okay.
Big building right there on the south side of the road.
Okay. I mean, I'm hoping that he's okay and he's just having a hard time, like he says, and he's avoiding me. But I figured I was like, day labor or something, but I think the housing he's at is like Broadway and Craycroft area. So I don't know, is there day labor centers close to where he's at? But thanks for listening. Anybody got anything? I'll be checking the chat.
Yeah, I'll send you some, Catalina, and then I'll see. So far we have 10 employers. I can send an email and see if anybody needs somebody now.
All right, thanks, Araceli.
Thank you. I hope we can get them connected. Maybe it's just a rough time. I think it's a difficult time for everybody right now. I still don't have a job. So I kind of feel that too. But it's God's will. Things will get taken care of. And thank you for putting that out here. The community is, where we're gonna source out the help from. So thank you guys. Does anybody else have anything else they'd like to share?
I just wanted to share, I think, for those of you who don't know about the PPEP, I think they have a Fresh Start, not Fresh Start International, but Fresh Start mentoring program. I know they have numbers that they have to reach. I think they have a grant for mentors. So Carolina, that might be something you might consider is, well, I know that Kate works with you. Seeing if
Hi,
he,
Sally, I'm here.
oh, you're here. Kate,
Yeah,
you
hi.
wanna, don't you have a number you need to reach by a certain day and could use some
Oh,
more
yeah.
participants?
And we're in touch about participants too, so we've been working together.
Okay, so I don't know if you need more. Do you still need more people referred your way?
Yeah, I'm working with drug court and DTAP right now, getting some referrals, and that's been really great. We do need more coaches for sure, especially men. I have a bunch of women coaches and only 3 men coaches, and I have more male participants coming in every day. So
If you could put your
we need more
information on the
coaches.
chat, because I might be interested on touching bases with you.
Yeah, please. And we love, you know, with people who are looking to get into peer support that want to have some experience working with folks to put on their resume. I'll put my email in the chat in case anybody doesn't have it.
Hi, Kate. Actually, I was going to talk about PPEP because
Yeah,
I know I
hi.
have some people that I referred also. And then
Yeah.
also, one thing I wanted to share. Is it okay?
Sure, go ahead.
Oh, well, I mean, it was something else that COPE is doing that I don't know how much it's been out there, but COPE has a methamphetamine recovery program that is for people that are solely stimulant users. And they're looking into providing services for people that are looking to curb their cravings and needs medically for stimulant use. And I know that was pretty new because I know there was only like opiate, like Suboxone and stuff like that. And this is directed towards stimulants. So I'll add a flyer for you guys if that's any kind of information that you may need for somebody that could be struggling with this issue.
It is helpful to know. It's good to know. It is that the meth, you hear about the opiates and everything else that's going on, but you don't hear a lot focused on that. So the stimulants. Thank you so much for sharing that. And if you've got the flyer, send it our way. We'll slap it around. Alrighty, was anyone else having anything to share? Doyle, was there anything cooking with transition services? Anything new?
Nothing cooking that's really new. Just continuing to plug away day by day over here at the Transition Center. Trying to collaborate and work with other folks to create new resources for folks. I'm really excited about getting information about Caroline about that stimulant support. So please, if you can put that flyer in the chat or just email me directly so I can get that from you, because we got a lot of folks who come through here that suffer from stimulant disorders, not necessarily always just opioids. Other than that, we're just excited about the second chance events and seeing if we could provide a couple folks for the board or the panels, and kind of go from there and see how we can support you guys and continue to work as part of the group.
Hey, thank you so much, Doyle. Appreciate you being here and sharing everything. Excited for this summer. Lots of fun things coming up.
Roger. Hey, Miranda, did you ever send me a resume?
No, because maybe I don't want to work for the man. I decided I don't want to work for the man.
I didn't say it was for me, but that doesn't mean I can't share it with folks that I know that might have some positions.
I know. I have so many different resumes. I'll shoot you a couple of them. A few
Okay.
months ago, I was trying, and then I said, "Let go, let God," and here I am.
Roger that.
Thanks, Doyle. I appreciate you. Though. Thank you so much for thinking of that. I genuinely appreciate it. Thank you.
I see Anna, you wanted to share?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that you guys know that we got our funding back for the justice program. So I'm doing the justice program. So it's still not a quick hire on kind of thing. We still have to do an intake, and it's a little bit of a process. So I can help people get jobs. And we also have the Working with Women program that help women get peer certified, so RSS certification. It's going to be until September, but hopefully we'll still get some funding afterwards. Who knows? You never know. But right now, we're taking people in and doing the intakes and hopefully getting them jobs quickly.
And you're doing the certifications there?
No, we source out. So we do an intake and then we help people find whatever it is, like
They qualify for the
whatever-
certification.
Yeah, right. With whatever their schedule is and whatever the insurance that they have, who's paying for that, to make sure that we pair them up so they can get certified.
Okay, I may email you.
Okay. I put our link right here, the DK home right there. So you guys can contact us through that. That's all I have.
I know you were so blurred for a second. It took me a minute to realize. I was like, oh, it's on.
It's me.
Lovely to see you and all the amazing DK people. You guys do such great work. And I'm so happy to hear that you guys got that funding. That's incredible. That's wonderful.
Yeah. We're glad. We're excited again. So
good. Awesome. All right. Does anyone else have anything they would like to share that's going on with them? Need any help with anything? No? Cool. Alrighty. Well, thank you guys.
I have one more thing. And we will need help in early August. I think it's the first Tuesday in August with a reentry simulation with the Justice Services. So we'll send out an email because July we're taking off, correct? We usually take December and July off just because a lot of people are on vacation. So we'll send an email. It'll be at the Abrams and we'll need, all the helpers for folks. I'm not quite sure everybody that's going to be there. Diane Lobos is organizing it and helping with it. But we'll need the helpers for the 13 stations. So we'll be reaching out to a lot of you all who are pros at that reentry simulation. Carolina, did you have your hand up?
Yeah, I'm volunteering.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm seeing the chat blowing up. So good, because I'll
Yeah.
make a list. But we'll definitely send it because I think it's always good. And then of course there's people like Melissa who are really good at being being a little slimy in the process, which is good because unfortunately, like it just gets reentry can be so overwhelming. And I think the simulation is probably the only good example that could possibly be presented to anybody who's never been justice involved, who's always just been on the other side or doesn't understand that reentry side of life like that people encounter. So yeah, that's the only thing I wanted to share.
Well, actually, I want to piggyback off of that because when I was at Whetstone today, I was talking to a chaplain and he had said that they had just had a reentry simulation there. And he was wondering if they ever did it for returning citizens. Do you guys, I'm putting it out to the whole community, have you guys ever heard of something like that? Would that be something that might be, Will, what are your thoughts? A reentry simulation for those who, are going to get released. So what do you guys think? The chaplain thought it was a great idea, but I love to get feedback.
So did I mute myself or am I good?
We can hear you.
Okay, so I have done it over at Manzanita. And I don't know if we did it at Whetstone, but we've done them inside the walls. Obviously, people in this group have helped me with my folks at the federal prison. And I'll tell you, like, we have this little trifold that we've created there at Tucson because I literally had a guy I say chasing me, but like I was walking down the yard and all of a sudden I heard pitter patter behind me. Like, and you normally don't hear that. You don't hear anybody running in prison unless there's an emergency or they're coming after you. So I freaked out. I turned around and he was like, what's going on? What's going on? I've been looking for you. I'm going crazy. This is back in like 16 or 17 when I first did my first one. And he was like, I've been in for 30 years. I've done all the programs that I could possibly do. you know, and this is the only one that I can truly say helped me like understand what I'm really gonna, how I'm really gonna feel and how I'm gonna, what I'm gonna face. And yeah, I had one scheduled for August, but August at the federal prison this year was rough. This is my first time I don't have a reentry simulation in years, a second chance month. So yeah, we do it, and we, you know, definitely can work with folks and get them done. And as long as they clear everybody that normally helps, that'd be awesome.
Okay, cool, good. I wanted to get at least somebody else on board because the deputy warden there is really open to new programs and bringing in stuff. And so if you've already, I know you've already got it down packed, he's got all the great materials and stuff. I'm gonna reach out to him and then I'll reach back out to kind of see if that's something we could facilitate. Because I really think, like you said, if that was one of the most helpful things, prepping the women and men that are coming out for that frustration that they're gonna feel is so valuable. So at least they know, and it's not such a, you know, harsh entrance, and you do get that warm handoff with the community that we got here. So thank you so much, Araceli. I'll circle back. You know, I got a million things on my plate, but it is one that I'm interested in. And if anyone else is, just bring it up.
Sounds good.
So yeah, so July, I forgot, Araceli, thank you for mentioning that. We are taking off July, so I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of the summer. Be seeing everyone in different places because there's so much going on. And if anyone needs anything, you're welcome to reach out to the Pima County Rancher Coalition, or you can reach out to Second Chance Tucson if you need some help with finding stuff. And thank you all so much for your time. And that's pretty much all I got. Thank you all.
Have a good one, guys.
Oh, thank you, Doyle. I'll call you on the list. Miranda, thank you. I don't know if Melissa's still on, but thank you, Melissa. It's I know we have a lot going on. I know I have a lot going on. So I just wanted to say thank you.